So hot.
Hello and welcome to episode 180 of Comedians Interviewing Musicians. My name is Becky Jo Neal, and I've personally been banned from Tinder 3 times. Kim, this is my beautiful co-host Kim Stacy, who was recently flagged on Bumble for being too damn sexy.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, it's 181.
Did I say 182?
You said just 80.
Oh, I don't know what year I'm in. I have a really bad migraine, so y'all bear with me.
You were very close. You were very close.
Dude, words are so hard. Someone offered to be my math tutor, please. And by math tutor, I just mean someone teach me how to hire a mathematician. Anywho, we are here with the lovely and talented Erin Walter of Parker Woodland.
Yeah. Happy to be here.
Thanks so much for joining us. For the podcast listeners, she is wearing the most batical dress. It's this vertical stripe, like sort of, is it yellow or green?
It's yellow and black.
I love it.
Yeah, sunshine yellow is your favorite color. Yeah, there's a lot of swirls going on. Yeah, I actually got it on my birthday one year at Ross, and I was like, it because it's yellow and black. I asked my social media world, I was like, does this mean I have to be in like a Striker cover band? Wasn't that like weird?
Yes.
Or was it Wasp? I don't know. There was some weird band that used
Striper.
I was like, do I have to be in a Striper cover band now? I don't know, but I'm getting the dress anyway.
I live for that.
Amazing.
Well, remember, that's the best part about the movie Juno is when when Elliot Page is like, is that a Striper t-shirt? And I was like, what's it? I love this made up band they have. And they Googled it and I'm like, oh my God, that is a real legitimate.
Yeah, that was a really good reference. I haven't heard something about that in a really long time.
Yeah, I just watched Juno the other day because she's a child and doesn't like new things. Erin, thank you again so much for joining us. Tell us, the podcast listeners, where you're at. Is this the Den of Sparkle?
I am in one of my Sparkle stations. So this is kind of my music spot. But if you looked around, it's actually like not even a room. It's like a pass through between the living room, the bathroom, my husband's office, but I've made it my own during this Zoom time. But I also have a shed out in the back that has like a sparkle like wall hanging. So I call that my sparkle shed. Yeah. So yeah, pro sparkle.
Sparkle she shed. Yeah.
Right.
Shiny sparkle she shed.
Say that 10 times fast.
I'm in Southeast Austin. That's, near where Parker Woodland gets its name, at Parker and Woodland. So I'm at home.
My mind is blown.
Right? I give only the most obvious names to my band. I also play, or I didn't choose the name, but I also play bass in a band called Butch County. And when you see us, it's like, you do feel like you're in Butch County. So
I love that.
I know.
All of it is still amazing though.
How Kim and I are not in this band Butch County is beneath me. I don't know why Kim and I were not invited to this.
It's not too late. It's not too late. Well, we'll talk after the show. What instruments do you play?
Yes. That's all I've ever wanted. Kim's like, excuse me, I'm going through a femme phase. Damn it.
Is beer an instrument?
Right? Dancing, beer, enthusiasm, those are all instruments in Butch County. You're invited.
I'm in the band. I got all those things.
For that matter, the same goes for Parker Woodland. I always tell people it's a collective. Anybody who wants to get up there and shake that, come on.
It is, and I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't actually, this cannot be solidified in recording because Kim will show up at your shows with a tambourine or a harmonica or a kazoo.
You can do that, or you can just show up as you, because I bring extra to shows. We have hula hoops, we have bubble machines, whatever you're feeling, girl, let's go.
Also,
what?
Yeah, you need to meet our friend Rachel Palante. She is, you said hula hoops and bubble machines. I'm surprised she's not in your house already.
I know. I was like, I think we said all the things to summon Rachel Palante.
Yeah, like, you know, I'd say Candyman 3 times. You say hula hoop, hula hoop, hula hoop. And Rachel jumps through your window like the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she's in the Parker Woodland video for The World's on Fire, because that's basically the vibe. You'll see it later, but it's like wigs, like what kind of little fun things can you insert in life during this very hard time to make it just like a little bit more fun? That's why I was so excited to be on the show. It's just like more fun. The world needs more fun and funny. So
it's like it will look like you threw my closet in a music video.
Yeah, Kim's got a lot of rainbow.
So many weird things like props from past shows, different wigs, like just like a bucket of like just costumes just in case I don't want to answer the door.
You're hired.
Like Medusa.
Well, you saw my picture that we took for the yes, please, with these moves. The people who are listening at home are not seeing the dance moves, but picture
I know.
I'm sad for the people who are not seeing it. Just picture total awesomeness. But one of the big things of our motif is the shark head. If you see in that photo, are we going to talk about
I have a question about it later.
Okay, we can hold it.
Say nothing.
Oh, well, okay. But we can, speaking of happiness and wonderment, you recently celebrated a very exciting anniversary with a lovely addition to your quarantine fam. Tell us and tell the people how, one, your pupper is doing and this pup-anniversary, and two, how you managed to get this dog, and maybe they could also potentially get a dog like this as well.
Yes, they could. It is the best story ever. Are you comfortable and ready? So my dog is named Spur. He is the best. And this is how we got him. Spur. I'm pretty sure he has that name because they found him. Get ready to be sad. Like those like sad 80s commercials with like cats on railroad tracks. For a month, the Atascosa County Animal Control tried to catch this dog. They were aware of him. The Atascosa County is south of San Antonio. So he was just roaming the streets. They were aware of him. He would not let them catch him for like a month. It made me cry. Like the day we got him, I was trying to tell Facebook Live the story and I was like crying. And I'm such a famously in the past, like not a pet person per se. Like I would come to your house and your dog would try to talk to me and I'd be like over there. But so here's me crying on the internet because this dog changed my life. So I lost my job in the pandemic. I was a director for the YMCA. I loved that job. Many jobs were eliminated though. And so we were home a lot more and we were like, volume was escalating in this house. Like there was a little too much family members yelling at each other. And I was like, what can we do to chill out? So finally we caved. The kids had wanted a dog forever. And I was like, all right, we're going to dog and dash. What that is you fill out a Google form for CIMP.LIVE for their foster program, bless them. And they're like, all right, cool, come at noon. And then we got in the car, we went and you just text them and be like, we're here because it's a pandemic. So they're not letting you come in and like shop for animals anymore. Yeah. So we go in or we drive up, we're here. They text us, we are bringing you Spur. You don't even know what kind of dog you're getting. Like this is only for people who like thrive with spontaneity. So they bring us this dog. The minute that he came out, we were like, please let this be the dog. Please let this be our Spur. Please. He, David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust eyes, super sweet. He's just been the
what?
Yes. He has just been the light of our life. And I can say to my kids, like, shh, don't upset Spur. So it's like so amazing. The best mom tactic ever. We're in love with him. So it's 1 year today since we were total foster fails. Cause it's supposed to be, you can be spontaneous cause you're just fostering. You're not committing to this pregnant 3-legged pit bull or whatever.
Yes, I am.
That's my dream. If I were a dog, I'd be a pregnant 3-legged pit bull.
You would.
No questions asked.
But
with a name like Tatiana or something dumb. Super unassuming.
Forever.
Yeah. This is Chelsea the pit bull. That would be me. Like that.
Yes. They can get you you don't need to dog and dash. Just call them and be like, I will take your pregnant 3-legged pit bull, give it to me now. And they will hook you up.
Give me Jessica, the tripod pregnant baby.
Yeah.
What, Kim?
They probably give you 3 of them and be like, hey, I'm looking for a pregnant 3-legged.
What if I told them it was my birthday? Just like, can you give me all of them?
Yeah. You're their dream. Call them. Fill out the Google form.
That equally thrills me and terrifies me as a person who loves a grab bag. Like I love a mystery, and like the Kinder toys, all that kind of stuff. But also it terrifies me
Well,
like, what if I get something that hates me?
Yeah, y'all lucked out, especially for a husky to be chill. Whoo.
yeah, I'm not gonna say he doesn't like the first couple days. He did when I came home one time and my laptop was on the floor. He had tried to like climb out the window because we left for a couple hours. I know. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh my God.
But he's been amazing overall. And you know, he gets a little scared, you know, of rain or thunderstorms or kids, like normal dog stuff. But overall, he's the best. I will say that we were so blown away by how we got the right dog because my husband and I each, the only dog we'd ever had in our lives was a Husky that we grew up, both of us here in Austin. So when we were teenagers, we got Husky brothers from like a 4th of July picnic in Travis Heights. And so our families had those when we were teenagers. So Huskies were the only thing we even knew anything about. Mm-hmm. So it's just really magical. But I called Austin Pets.LIVE later because I wrote an article about it for the Statesman, like reflecting on how I became a dog person. And I called them and I was like, did y'all really just give us this out of nowhere? Or did you read sort of the emails I had sent before? Because we had tried to kind of go the traditional route and they were ignoring me, I think, because I was like, you know, not pregnant, not sick, not a fighter, not too old, not too young. You know, I had this whole list and they were like, well, we're not getting back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't need meds, doesn't want to be held.
Right. I was like, can you tell I'm not a dog person and it's my very first dog and I'm also traumatized by losing my job and my bands are not playing and like, help me.
Do you guys sell stuffed animals? Because that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Right. Like this was about what I was ready for. It's like a backyardigan stuffed animal, but that they gave me. Backyardigan. Yeah. They gave me the perfect dog. So anyway.
Yeah. And now the perfect dog eats backyardigan stuffed toys.
Yeah.
Full circle.
But I will say, Awesome Pets, like they were like, yes, we did consider your emails before we gave you your dog and dash. And I was like, okay, that makes more sense. Like,
I wish it was just like a psychic or something.
I know.
You know, like they were reading names off a list and then they just kind of put their hand over the cages and was like,
yeah, who's hiring for that job and how do I get that job?
Right? I want it. I think I just did my audition tape.
I mean, truly. Honestly, though, I worked in dog rescue for like 48 hours when I was a teenager and I cried every single day of that week that I worked. And it was so hard. The people who do that kind of work are saints. They work a very thankless job in where it's like 80% bad news, 20% good days. Like they're absolute chef's kiss saints. I love that Chris tagged Rachel and Rachel's going to watch this. Like, I don't have a dog. Sorry, Rachel, you got to back up a couple of minutes. We were talking about you and hula hooping. If you're having a good time, we're about to get into the first music video, but if you're having a good time, please support Parker Woodland on PayPal at parkerwoodlandband@gmail or on Venmo at Aaron-Walter-11. And you're going to want to use the fist bump emoji for Music Firsthand and the fire emoji for Parker Woodland. So fist bump, fire, punch, fires. You're a California wildfire fighter now. Punch out fires. Donate to Parker Woodland. Kim, don't look at me like that.
I just imagined I got lost. I got imagining you punching a fire.
Someone's just out there like, get out of here, man. Yeah.
And then the fire's like, whoa, okay, man. And then
whoa, yeah.
I did.
Yeah. And he's like, no, I got it. And then he just like water bombs out.
Yes. The fire's like, man, use your words. And then just like, okay, leave. Anywho, please tip Parker Woodland and Aaron on Venmo and PayPal and use the right emojis. We are about to see the first video. Aaron, tell us what we're about to see.
Yeah. So welcome to my house. You're about to see my home. And one of the significant things about this video for The World's on Fire and We Still Fall in Love is that it was the last time that I had my whole community, my home before the pandemic hit. So it was like, we just threw a party and we didn't know there was kind of like our last party for a long time. So it's bittersweet. It's like, I watch it and I think like, this is what we're fighting for when we're fighting to stay connected and to stay creative and all of these things. It was shot by Jazz Mills from Free Lunch ATX, who's awesome. She does feeding folks who are living on the streets well at Esperanza camp. And then it was edited by Cole Burris from Goons, who's awesome, another musician in Austin. So I'm all about like trying to work with fellow artists and musicians, trying to, put more joy out there. And that's what I hope people feel in this video. Look for as many fun things as possible in here. And
look and find.
Well, yeah, exactly. Count how much fun you can find. What I always tell people in these church services that I do is like, imagine if this were a video of your community, what would be the fun, silly things that you would be doing and who would be there? So that's,
I love that.
Yeah, everyone look for Waldo.
There it is.
It's actually just Kim on a unicycle topless in the background somewhere. Whoa. That's it. Enjoy the first video, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to tip, comment your thoughts.
Enjoy.
It's a hard time to look for hope when the truth can't feel like a joke or worse. They tell you it's your fault if you trust. But there's one thing I know, it's this: opposites do coexist, and the last thing they'll ever kill is love. The world's on fire and we'll still fall in love. The world's on fire and we'll still fall in love. The world's on fire and we're not giving up. No, no, I could let you go, saying it's not worth it. Oh, I could give up before we know. And what's the use in having hope? And even though everything's wrong and it shows, I still look at you and I know one thing could be perfect. The world's on fire and we'll still fall in love. The world's on fire and we'll still fall in love. The world's on fire and we're not giving up. No, no. The world's on fire and we'll still fall in love. The world's on fire and we'll still fall in love. The world's on fire and we're not giving up. No, no. I don't wanna be naive, but I catch myself wanting to believe, and I think I could take a risk this time. It's a hard time to look for hope when the truth can't feel like a joke or worse. They tell you it's your fault if you try. World's on fire and we'll still fall in love. The world's on fire and we'll still fall in love. The world's on fire and we're not giving up. No, no. The world's on fire and we'll still fall in love. The world's on fire and we'll still fall in love. The world's on fire and we'll still fall in love. The world's on fire and we'll still fall in love.
Hey. Oh my gosh. That was so fun.
Thank you.
I found Waldo.
I was like, I forgot bubbles, pancakes, trampoline.
I know. I was like, was Waldo a pancake?
Yeah.
You didn't see his reflection in the bubbles?
Oh, you know what? You're right. Oh, see, yes, I love your comment. I never get tired of watching this video. That's so sweet. Honestly, it is really, really. Oh, see, and Rachel, we clearly must meet. Yes, you do. Come see her at the Follies. She also just got cast in Into the Woods at Zach Scott, so you can see her there in October.
So cool.
That's my work wife.
Who is she? Is she the witch? Fuck yes.
So
I know. I was like, I don't think I can say it, but she can't. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Putting her on the blast. Anywhoozle, Kimberly, take it away. 'Tis your time. Knock 'em dead, baby.
Yeah. No consequences. So we were kind of talking about it earlier, but you have this amazing hammerhead shark costume, and I love sharks so much. I wanted to know what your favorite past Halloween costume was.
Ooh, good question.
Oh my goodness. I always tell people that I love to dress and I dress exactly how I want to dress every day of my life. So I'm not even really that in need of Halloween. But I will say that the shark head that you see in those photos that we have on Love Hill, I bought that shark head for my kid for $5 for Halloween. And he sort of wore it. He wore it that one year, but now I wear it for like everything. During the pandemic, I went to HEB or like early on and I had it on my head. Like maybe that would work as a mask. And like, I'm all about this shark head. And then there's the hammerhead shark costume as well. So I'm just pro shark costume.
Yes. Shark costume.
Are there any people who are against or anti-shark costume? I don't know.
Well, and see, and that's my follow-up. What costume are you afraid of, like each Halloween? Because there's going to be people out there who are terrified of sharks. I, for one, if you dress like Chucky, I'm out of here.
Oh, no
bye.
thanks. Yeah. I will say that I was in a hospital once and there was like a 2-year-old watching one of the Chucky movies, like Child's Play, on his parents' phone. And I was like, do you know that your child is like in a stroller watching Child's Play? And they were like, he likes it.
What?
Yeah, I'm calling DCFS on that. That's 100% not okay.
Wow. I saw Chucky for the first time when I was home alone, and I had to be like 13.
Yeah.
But I grew up in a cult, so we didn't get to watch scary movies until later. And I watched Chucky, and my brother, so it's the Chucky doll is actually meant to be like my buddy, like that doll. Like,
my buddy. Uh-huh.
Yeah. My brother has one of those.
Yep.
And it was in the house. And I was like, no. So I took that doll and threw him in the back of a closet as far as I could, locked it, put like chairs in front of it. I was like, I'm not having this.
No,
terrified.
you have to. You have to take action. You can't just
Take
let
action
a doll like that
against
be
the
around.
dolls. Yeah.
Fun fact. My boyfriend's hall pass is Jennifer Tilly, aka the Bride of Chucky. That's in the yeah, her and Jennifer Coolidge.
Okay, Jennifer. He's
got a Jennifer thing. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, as far as like scary stuff, I would say I'm scared. I haven't watched the Annabelle movies because my daughter is named Annabelle, and I don't need some scariness.
No, you don't need that.
Affiliate, and it's already bad enough because I love The Conjuring, which are like the original ones in that series. So you sort of have this like whiff of the Annabelle doll in those, and I'm just like, look away. But I'm not gonna watch an entire movie dedicated to somebody scary who has the same name as the person, which are like the original ones in that my body.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. Oh gosh.
Yeah, no. So no.
No.
Did you? And I've met the guy that made those puppets. He's not a normal man.
That's not.
And that puppet is not okay. If you're in the same, and I've been in the same room as those the myriad of puppets that make up. It's not a normal puppet. I don't like it.
Okay.
Do not recommend.
No. But what you were saying about what you had to do with the doll or whatever, Kim, like I was just talking with people on Facebook about like, what are your weird superstitions? And one of the things that came up was like a couple of people, one of those people being me, have a thing about like different like bed things about your bed. So like my rules are like my toes can't stick out of the sheets because what if like leprechauns or whatever trolls came to like bite your toes? But then my head definitely also does have to be out of the sheet because what if same leprechauns or trolls came to like sew you all the way in the bed and then you would like suffocate and never get out? So head needs to be out, toes need to be covered.
Sew you into the bed.
Yeah, let's unpack that.
I mean, it's childhood, but
Leprechaun seamstress, get out of my room.
How
dare you.
I wasn't the only one. And this is to me what the one thing that's really good about social media is, like, where you can tell weird shit like that. And then it's like, oh, I'm not the only
love
one.
the internet. I love it. There's something for everyone.
Yeah, there's
there.
a corner of the internet for everybody.
For everybody.
For
There's
better or
some
worse.
corners that should be burnt to a crisp, but
Yes.
there's other corners where you find people who are drawing arms on flightless birds.
Oh, that's the best corner of the internet. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know about
So
that
weird.
corner. I'm going to look it up.
Don't
later.
go there.
I'll send you something. It's not weird. It's super cute.
Okay.
It is kind of my nightmare because I don't like birds. And so then you have like birds running at you with cartoon arms. And I was like, nope.
It's going to be a hard
pass on
pass.
that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hard pass for me. So in the pre, we were kind of, discussing things and what to talk about. I think you brought up a really good point. I did want to ask you about how it is to kind of juggle the life of a minister and the life of like a punk rocker.
Yeah.
Where does that mix?
That is a good question. I'm still kind of grappling with it. But what's nice is that sometimes people are like, oh, that makes total sense to me. Like, church has music. It's one of the places that you get music. So, of course. And then I think sometimes it's like my hang up more than other people's, that it would be weird. But then it's not typical, right? But so for me, it's like the music that I write is an extension of the voice, the message that I'm trying to put into the world, which The World's on Fire and We Still Fall in Love is like the theme song of that, which is I want to face what's hard. I don't want to turn away from what's hard. I want to make the world a better place. And I don't want to be like down about being alive. I want to like also hold that there's joy and there's beauty and there's love that's out there. So all of my music is about that. And that's what all of my ministry is about too. So, and because I'm what I would consider, while I am a Unitarian Universalist minister, that's my denomination. I like to do interfaith work out in the world. Like that's what I did at the YMCA. I'm there for anyone. It's like, if you're a hospital chaplain, whatever your background is, you're there for people. And so that's kind of where it comes from. And I think music is like that too. So yeah. Maybe it's not as weird as sometimes it can feel.
It definitely, it's not. That's why we love this show, is because comedians and musicians have so much in common and you don't think about it, but there's a lot of parts of everything that kind of connect together.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I was listening to one of your other interviews, maybe it was with Chris Conde, but just like y'all were talking about, just expressing truth, vulnerability. There's so much of that in great comedy, and that's what music and like ministry is, basically storytelling with a purpose,
Right.
And so all of that, people need that. I almost hesitate to say now more than ever, because I just think it's like people need that, period. Like that's the human condition.
Also, you almost made me cry because you just quoted something from one of our episodes, and that's never happened. Yeah, you were doing an interview and you brought up this thing and I liked it. And then you said it and I was like, oh, I feel so good about myself.
Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, I can tell you all kinds of things that I love from lots of the ones that I watched.
Cool. But I just like that you listened to it.
Yeah,
it makes me happy.
And it means a lot in this time that you're giving artists a place to talk about what they do. So thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. Seriously, changed my life for the better. That's a different 7 episodes, but I wanted to do this real quick before we see 2 more music videos. I want to have you be able to introduce those. On your website, you have a question on there, and it's, what if you lived your life like you truly mean it? And I wanted each of us to answer that question in 1 sentence.
Ooh.
So, what if you lived your life like you truly mean it? I can go first. Chaos, nachos, French fries, no limits. It was a list.
I like it.
It was all commas.
a list feels more manageable than one
Right?
sentence. I
Just
like the
some
list.
just a little dash here and there.
Okay. Becky, Joe, do you want to go next or you want time?
Literally all that's running through my head is I'm sorry, Mom. That's all that's running through my brain.
My mom is watching this, so thank you for reminding me of that before I answer.
Hi, Mom. No, I don't know. I think, well, okay. I like to pretend that I totally am living it the way I mean it, but I don't think, within a certain realistic means, it's almost impossible for anyone to do that unless they're uber rich or uber visible.
Or they
I would say my sentence is being uber rich and uber visible.
Yes.
That would be my goal.
May it be so.
Uber.
For me, I think it is, let me see if I can get in one sentence, pushing through the doubts.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I take mine back.
I mean, your list was really good, and I'd also like to be uber rich and
I don't know. I blacked out halfway through. I don't know where I went. I came back at the end.
Rainbows, Zumba, chips and salsa, all those things. But it's like, I'm already doing that. I'm like, I am living like I mean, but the thing that I think about a lot lately, if I can have more than one sentence, is just that we have those doubts. We have those things that want to stop us. And I've been reading this book about making your art no matter what. I should remind myself the author, but it's great. But it talks about like developing the ability to still make the choices you want to make, even in the light of those doubts. You know what I mean? And so you're actually going to hear, I think, a song that relates to that later on the show. But anyway, I'm really into that. Just push through the doubts.
Yeah. I'm here for that.
Man, that was beautiful. I would like to introduce Erin, who is going to introduce the two videos we're about to see by Parker Woodland.
Thank you.
Please take it away, Erin.
This is like my favorite thing. I just love talking about music with you guys. This is great. So the video you saw now, plus these two that you're going to see, I consider our kind of trilogy for the World's on Fire EP. These 3 songs are the first 3 songs on the EP. And I like to say it's band life in the before times. I was a journalist and I like to document. I like to celebrate, memorialize things. And so in that first video, you saw community and my home and the garage band thing. In Forget Your Face, you're going to see all of our live shows that we played before the pandemic and just sort of that longing to be on the road as a band. And then in Later Than We Think, you're going to see our studio time and the rehearsal space at Music Lab that we used to use before it got torn down to be a Tesla showroom, which I say with a smile, but I don't like it. Anyway, so these are Forget Your Face and Later Than We Think.
There was a time you were all I dreamed about. I woke up with a smile in my eyes. Rising felt like seeking you. Goose chase of the wildest kind. And you can turn the truth into a lie. I can't wait. It's magic how we fall off. I can't wait. What feels like hell won't be a hard goodbye. One day I'll look back on us, hazy shades of faded love. Can't wait till I forget your name. And so 'cause I don't know what to do by myself. And I lay in a bed, better to hide here while you're running through my head, better to play dead. And while I'm here hiding out, I think of all the things I should have said. And while I'm here hiding out, yeah, I hear your voice inside of my head. You said it's later than we think, but it's never too late to love yourself. You said it's later than we think, but it's never too late to love yourself. Part of me died when you left. What else could I do? I never dreamed that I'd be here by myself. So I stay in our bed, just close my eyes, let you live on in my head, and I'll play dead. And while I'm here hiding out, I think of all the things I regret. And while I'm here hiding out, I swear I hear your voice inside of my head. You said it's later than we think, but it's never too late to love yourself. Yeah, you said it's later than we think, but it's never too late, so save yourself. It's later than we think, so love yourself. It's later than we think. It's later than we think, so love yourself. It's later than we think. It's later than we think, so love yourself. It's later than we think. It's later than we think, so love yourself. Oh, I remember you said it's later than we think, so love yourself. Those were the last words you said, so I remember them. I love myself. I promise you, I promise that I love myself. It was the last gift you gave, so I won't give it away. I love myself.
Yes, 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 yes. If you are just joining us on the live stream, we are here with the lovely and talented Aaron Walter of Parker Woodland, the band.
Yes.
Oh, damn it. I forgot to mute myself again. I was watching. I hate myself. That's so embarrassing.
Can
Okay,
we
well,
just look
anywho.
at this?
Oh, wait. What's your mom's dog's name again?
DT or Dieters. He's double
Dieters?
trouble.
Oh.
Yeah. But
Sweet baby.
trouble's no more. So now he's just double alone.
It was just Dieters.
Yeah.
Yes, we're here with Aaron Walter. If you're having a good time, please mosey on over to Venmo and PayPal. And it's pinned in the comments and it's also in the ticker below. But if you're listening to the podcast, it's Parker Woodland Band at Gmail on PayPal and Aaron-Walter-11 on Venmo. Use the fist bump and the fire emoji so that they know it's real. I slept on my neck weird. So if I'm turning like some sort of strange puppet, that's what's happening.
I am so sorry if you can hear this breathing. It's like I can't with this right now.
Peters.
He's just heavy breathing, and I'm in my mom's art studio, so she has plastic on the floor, and so it's just a his tail. I do sound like I'm on the set of Dexter.
Yes.
It's like comedians interviewing musicians interviewing dogs or something. Like,
It should be.
I know.
New title.
Exactly. We're a turducken.
Can I just say a thank you to anybody who is tipping or donating for those of us who struggled with job loss in the pandemic and can't be playing live shows. I've got medically vulnerable folks at home, and so I'm not playing live shows. I got to play like a chunk of them in June. It was so rad. And then we went back to stage 5. So not doing that right now. So any of that support really, really means a lot. So, and thank you both for doing that as part of your show.
Absolutely. We want to make sure that you guys are fully supported. This whole, obviously this panorama has been hell for a lot of people. And we really could not do this show without our patrons and sponsors. So we just want to thank you for staying with us. We've got hours and hours of content for you. So if you want to support us, help us boost other musicians in town so you can get to know them and continue to support them as well. So please, thank you. We love you.
Yeah. Art needs you.
Art needs you. Do it for art.
The world needs art, and art needs you.
Yes.
We are the art. We need more art. Okay.
No.
Oh, the Cyndi Lauper verse in that song gets me every time. So good.
No. It's the longest song.
The longest song, but it's so good and terrible at the same time.
That's why I think it should be in chunks. So then I can like listen to, to just like Cyndi Lauper solo or whatever,
Just Stevie Wonder and Cyndi Lauper and you're good.
It's just Bob Dylan looking pissed to be there the entire time.
We are the world.
Yeah, the oral history of that has got to be so good.
Yeah, there's no way that there wasn't at least 4 fist fights at the recording of that. There's absolutely no way.
No,
I for the life of me, I tried to make a game every week that's fun and different and new. I could not get over, for some reason, my brain read Parker Woodland, and we talked about this earlier, like everybody has their own issue. Everyone wants to project their own experiences on your band name. And here I am doing it. I had a friend who, they're sober now, back when they drank, was at a party with Parker Posey at it. And apparently she was very drunk as well. And they were kind of hitting it off. And he was like, oh my God, I'm going to make out with Parker Posey. Like, this is going to happen. I'm going to make out with her. And he apparently went to go get another drink and he came back and she's making out with another dude that looks seemingly just like him in the bathroom, presumably she didn't know they were different people, or she was moving on and doing her own thing, and like, bless her. But my friend to this day, will go to his grave saying that he almost got to make out with Parker Posey. And I thought it would be fun.
That's the day he stopped drinking.
Literally, it could have been. It could have been.
Like, I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah. If I hadn't gone.
He would have been in the bathroom with Parker. You never know. Anywho, so I'm going to read you the IMDb movie plot drops of some movies that Parker Posey was famously and not so well known starred in.
Oh no, I'm awful. I'm just gonna say Dazed and Confused and Best of Show a bunch.
Fair enough. We can do that. I do believe both of those are probably answers to these questions. Because some of them I was like, girl, nobody saw this movie. We cannot even get away. There are some on here that I'm like, again, nobody saw this movie. Like the first one starred. Let me remember what.
Okay, do it. Do it. I'm ready.
It's a 2013 comedy.
Okay.
All 14 on the Western Front. I'm just kidding.
Right.
That's my favorite thing to guess in Trivial Pursuit when I don't know the answer is I just guess All Quiet on the Western Front for everything for no reason. Go ahead.
I always go Paul Blart Mall Cop. That's my go-to. Everything is Paul Blart Mall Cop to me.
I always do the
Amazing.
Call of the Wild.
Great. We all
That
have
could
our
actually be an answer, though, Kimberly.
That's why I'm saying I do it differently. I'm not a fool like you both.
Paul Blart Mall
trivia
Cop could easily be the
seriously.
answer to multiple trivia questions. Like, name a movie that we should stop making. Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Call.
Anyway, sorry. This is a 2013 comedy. A 14-year-old genius named Eli is rejected from Harvard. Wow. But he ends up in an Ivy League wannabe, Whitman U. There, Eli meets 41-year-old Leo, played by Brendan Fraser, a gambler who has dropped out of life to enroll in college. He teaches him every bad habit he knows.
What is this movie?
I don't know how I haven't seen a Brendan Fraser film, but I haven't seen this film. It came out February 28th, 2014. The director is Billy Kint. It stars, it starred Julia Garner, the girl from Ozark, the blonde girl with the...
I don't know that there's any information you could say that is going to knock me off of All Quiet on the Western Front for this one.
Okay, wait.
Encino Man. No.
It's just The Hateful Eight. No, it's
Real
actually...
genius.
It's Returns.
It's a film called Hairbrained.
Nope.
Never in my life.
Not a bit.
Yeah, I'd never... And there's like some pretty decent names in this, and it's just like, girl, nobody saw this movie.
I
Let's
think about
see.
that. It's like people spent a lot of time and money making this thing.
It has 5.4 out of 10 on
happy
IMDb
for
and
that.
only 22% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay. I hope it was fun to make. I hope it was good for them.
Like, it looks cute.
Never seen it. It does look cute.
No one has seen it. No one had seen this. Okay, so this next one we are looking at.
Ooh,
This is a 2011 comedy about a woman who saves her chicken farm and her family by agreeing to be the subject of a reality show with a celebrity Hollywood weight loss expert. Both women change and discover the true meaning of success. She's the lead in this. She's on the cover of this.
Wow.
It's when the character she plays the character Millie. Millie arrives at a new age retreat. She meets lifestyle guru Angelica Lovecraft. Oh no, she plays Angelica Lovecraft, and she has accepted their lucrative offer. And they arrive at her farm for a week of reality TV programming. While Millie is awfully excited about the show, her husband is much less enthusiastic. It's a chicken farm gone wrong.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What are we doing, Parker Posey?
I don't know. Operation Chicken Farm.
Operation Chicken Farm.
all I can think of is Chicken Run, and I know it's not the answer.
I wish it were.
It's not
Right?
the answer.
Wouldn't that be better?
Yes.
Wow. I mean, the descriptions of Hallmark movies are like that, where you're reading it and it's like, you know, a woman goes to run her grandmother's blueberry farm
Yes.
and blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, a man from like an advertising agency comes to town for an ice skating tournament. You know, I mean, it's just like, what is happening? Anything can be a movie.
Yeah. Their hot chocolate orders got mixed up, and that's how they met.
Yes. Operation Chicken Farm it is.
The tagline, it's called The Love Guide.
Nope.
The tagline says, a movie about love, happiness, and chickens. Also,
Man,
whoever did her hair in this movie is wrong. They're wrong for this.
I
This is wrong.
love it.
Not
That's what I look
okay.
like every morning when I wake up.
Oh my
Well,
God.
fair, Kimberly. This next one, here we go.
You know, people are going to go home and watch this stuff tonight now that you're
It
talking
has
about
to.
it.
Like,
Yeah.
if we're not watching this Love Chicken movie, what are we doing with the rest of our day?
Yeah, I
Tuesday.
don't know about you guys, but I already red boxed the Brendan Fraser movie, so I'm good to go.
Yes.
She's down for
This
the count.
dog, you need to get. I'm
Dieter.
fighting him off with a foot.
I'd watch that movie. You Need to Get, starring Parker Posey.
You need to get, starring Parker Posey and Dieter.
You need to get off
This
of
one,
my mom's chicken farm.
Dieter Canada, you're going to the chicken farm.
Go to chicken farm.
This one is a scary movie.
Oh,
Violinist Sydney Wells is accidentally blinded by her sister Helen when she was 5 years old. She submits to a cornea transplantation, and while recovering from the operation, she realizes that she is seeing dead people.
Yes.
No.
The Sixth Sense.
Girl, bye.
Yeah.
What?
Uh,
It's a 2008
Wait.
horror thriller. It's starring Jessica Alba and Parker
Jennifer's
Posey.
Body.
Parker Posey plays the sister that accidentally blinds her.
She does. That tracks. That tracks. This makes more sense now. No.
Air Bud.
Jesus, it made $56 million in the box office. That must have not.
No, I
Nothing.
can't.
Nothing.
It's called The Eye. I remember seeing this.
No, it's not.
Yeah, this is remember this promo. The promo the
Oh.
promo picture is an eye with like 4 fingers.
You got a text
Oh.
message while you were showing that to us.
Oh yeah, Chris just said, I just realized I'd muted myself and I've been talking for like 20 minutes. Chris, get with the program.
He's
no one
wrap
listens
it up,
to you.
Wrap it up.
Oh, I want to know what he was saying.
Damn
The
it.
whole time for 20 minutes.
He knew all the answers. Chris secretly knows all the Parker Posey movies.
Oh my God. Chris would love Parker Posey.
Chris is actually my friend that almost made out with Parker Posey. It's not. It's not him. It's not him. Shout
I
out.
was like, wait.
You know who you are. Daniel Stevens. So he's got 2 first names. It's not his fault. Wait, okay. So this one is a mockumentary. Kim, watch it. A mockumentary that
That's the
captures
show.
the reunion of a 1960s folk trio, the Folksmen, as they prepare for a show at the town hall to memorialize a recently deceased concert
Yeah.
promoter.
Mighty Wind.
Yer.
There you go.
Yay.
See, my girl a cappella group used to do the potatoes in the paddy wagon. Come on, boy.
I can't with the dog. I'm sorry.
For the podcast listeners, Dieter's having a meltdown.
That's Ross.
Oh, Ross is having a
losing
meltdown.
his crap. I've
Also-
got 3 dogs. We got Ross, Daisy, and Dieters.
I have
Ross,
to say,
Daisy, and Dieter. It's
I
like
really
a
like Ross as a dog name. I like it. I like
Thank
people
you.
names for dogs, I think.
Me too. My cat's name is Celine Dion.
What? I love that. Oh my
Yeah.
God. I could get in. We could have a whole nother show where we can talk about the best and worst of Celine Dion. I'm in it.
Especially,
Love
yeah.
Call me,
Like
call
about
me.
the time that Celine Dion caught herself on fire when I was in a Zoom meeting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
About the
She did
fact
that 4 times.
the real Celine Dion or your dog cat?
Oh, probably both, but I'm gonna,
Okay,
it's
okay.
mostly the cat.
Okay.
mostly the
So,
cat.
Yeah.
Mostly
It could have been Celine Dion, the person, because there's a Celine Dion gift for everything.
Oh,
And
yeah.
That could have
Celine
been one of
Dion
them.
would walk into my room in the middle of a Zoom meeting and catch herself on fire.
Would be amazing.
Celine
Also-
Dion would do that.
Two things. If you've never seen the YouTube video Why Celine Dion is Amazing, highly suggested. It's one of the better things that has
Stop
ever graced
watching
the
now.
internet.
Go do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. First, like, subscribe, then you can go watch. We'll pin it in the car. I don't know, Chris. But secondly,
I'm sorry that he's neurotic.
see, Chris is talking to us on the God mic. The listeners can't tell, but he's been telling us that his dogs are not barking. You can't hear his dogs barking, but they are. We're all barking. We're all having a
I didn't hear
meltdown.
them.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
Spur is unbothered.
See,
He's the best.
We get it. Your dog's
Bringing it back.
perfect.
come here, Murph.
Sorry.
Come on, you have to help me with this next one. Come here. You can do it. Good dog. Okay. So we'll do 2 more real quick. This one is great. It's a whoa. Okay. A girl. Will you calm down for the podcast listeners? My dog is in my mouth. A girl finds she is forced to educate herself on the etiquette of wooing the opposite sex when she
Dazed and
finally
confused.
meets Mr. Right.
What was it?
Not dazed and confused.
Oh, I thought you said a room with a view.
No, when it comes to dating, Christina Walters has a golden rule. Avoid searching for Mr. Right and focus on Mr. Right now. That is until one night at a club when she unexpectedly meets Peter, only to see him suddenly disappear the next day. She and her best friend Courtney decide to break the rules and go on a road trip to find him, encountering wild and hilarious misadventures along the way. Release date was April 12, 2002. Parker Posey is the last person on here. Oh, Selma Blair was in this. Forgot about her. Parker Posey plays a character named Judy Webb.
Has anybody ever done the costume to dress as Peter Parker Posey?
Oh,
That's too good.
Because
Start
I
working
just
on it
gave
now.
that to y'all for free.
Halloween is right around the corner. Let's go.
Peter Parker Posey?
Yes.
Peck to pickle
That wins you a
pepper.
contest. You have to become a patron.
There it is.
Yeah, if you
That's
do it.
all I say.
You have any guesses, Kimberly?
I was thinking of the really cool Halloween costume, so I forgot to listen.
It's a Cameron Diaz movie.
Oh my God.
Road trip.
She is in that movie. Oh, I know what it
McGregor
is.
in it?
No.
What is
No.
it?
Is it The Sweetest Thing?
It is the sweetest thing because she meets Thomas Jane, who plays Peter Donahue. Oh, and Jason Bateman plays the brother, and she didn't pick Jason Bateman over Thomas Jane. Thomas
He was
Jane looks
already
like
married.
leather.
Fail.
He was already married
Boo.
in the movie.
Oh.
It's
I
2020.
watched it a lot of times.
I watched it a lot. Okay, and this one, this one's fun. We'll do, yeah. Okay. While Sydney and her friends visit the Hollywood set of Stab 3, the third film based on the Woodsboro murders, another killer rises to terrorize them.
So it's one of the Scream movies.
So Scream 4.
Scream 3, Scream 2, Scream 4, Scream
There we
5.
go.
How many
Kim,
Scream
I was like, it said the third movie, Kim, and she goes, it must be Scream 4. I said, it's the third movie in this installment. Kim goes, Scream 4. We're confident. Oh, it's got to be Scream 4.
Was your math that in the I was with you, Kim. Was it that if it would be the third Scream that would have the fourth stab?
I thought you had said that they were talking about it. In this movie, they were talking about the third Scream movie.
No.
So, and they were like, remember what happened last time? And
Yes.
it was the movie.
But can we all not forget Courtney Cox Arquette's terrible bangs in this?
Oh God!
This is
They're
the
the
bad
best.
bangs.
Helmet.
Like,
Wait, so
really?
was I right?
It was Scream 3, you dork. It was Scream 3,
Scream 3, colon.
colon. Wow. This picture that IMDb has of David Arquette is borderline mean.
Oh.
Why would this be the picture you picked of this man?
Also, I'm going to need everyone to go to my Instagram, yes, Kim Stacy, and scroll down a bit, and you will see a picture of David Arquette from Scream. And then if you swish
So
to the next photo, it's me as David Arquette in Scream. That's I highly recommend it.
Okay.
On my handsome
I know what I'm
man.
doing after this too. I'm gonna watch Celine
Yeah.
Dion highlight reel and then go to your Instagram. Done.
Oh yeah. All right, we are about to see the final music video from Parker Woodland. And before we do that, I would like to remind everybody to head on over to Venmo and PayPal and be sure you tip Aaron and the band, fist bump and a fire emoji so they can keep track of where these are all coming from. And while you're at it, why don't you head on over to CIMP.LIVE and join our Patreon. It'd be a lot cooler if you did. And Parker Posey was in that movie too.
So good.
I wish you guys could see my dog's this close to shutting my laptop.
Oh my God.
Let me out. Okay, so we're going to hear one more video. Then we're going to come back and we're going to find out where we can follow, like, share, purchase, all of the good things from Parker Woodland. So stay tuned. This is the final video. Aaron, why don't you give a little intro?
Awesome. So this is hot off the presses sneak preview that I just finished editing last night for this very show. Thank you for giving me a deadline that I could light a fire under me about. Speaking of fire. So we have a new live EP coming out on September 3rd. It's called Live from Love Hill. And this song, Everybody Else, is just a live acoustic duo performance. Shout out to Sam Hensley, who's playing guitar and singing harmony with me on this song. And you're going to see just pictures of friends from the music and art scene in Austin and beyond in repose. I ask people to, kind of demonstrate the exhaustion, the fatigue that we're all feeling with the pandemic, so that we could just kind of have a little bit of a catharsis. And the EP is going to be a fundraiser for the Sims Foundation when it's released on September 3rd on Bandcamp. So we'll talk more about how to follow and find it after. But enjoy this video, and thank you to the wonderful musicians and artists and friends who shared themselves for it.
for everybody else. And it kills you to save some of it for yourself. The loving art for those who aren't around. What if you gave it to those who hold their ground? There comes a time when even you'll have to decide. Are you ready to stop living someone else's life? There's a difference between giving up and settling down. And maybe it's not your job to know right now. Would you take it if it were the easy way out? Would you know if the words were they stand out? You have all the time in the world for everybody else. Would it kill you to save some of it for yourself? Love the art for those who are never around. Well, you could save it for those who hold their ground. This isn't the easy way out. 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 This isn't the easy way out.
Hey, that was so awesome. We saw some friends in there. Like, Kim, did you see Rocky?
Oh my gosh. That was.
Mr. Rocky Lane was in there, and like Noel Hampton, Johnny Gowdy. Some friends in there. Like,
Yes.
Kim, why do I keep unmuting myself?
Becky
Oh my
Joe,
God.
write a sticky
Mr.
note.
Rocky Lane was in there, and like, oh wait,
Put a
I don't think that's
sticky
me
note
this
on
time.
your-
It was me. I'm sorry.
I was like, I'll take. It was me. It was me.
Bad
Hammer.
guest. Bad guest. I'm sorry.
Ah.
No, but I
Nonsense.
love Rocky Lane. We did some work together at the YMCA when I was there. like co-hosting Trans Day of Remembrance, and Rocky's just amazing. I'm also a Zumba instructor, and Rocky does fitness stuff with Eric and Nix, and so there's a lot of like intersections.
You also teach Zumba?
Yes, friend. Fridays at 10 a.m. Central on Zoom, free to the community because we need more dancing and more fun in our lives.
I'm
Agreed.
doing it. Let's all do it together, you guys. Let's go to one of Aaron's Zumbas.
Please do. On all my socials, I send reminders. So yeah, come dance.
Yeah, I'll record it. You can watch me Zumba.
Hey,
that's entertaining.
Stick tuned Patreon. That's coming. Kim's gonna do some Zumba.
Lorraine loves Zumba. You're right. Also, if you missed it last week, this is my my mother's art area, and that's a picture of Lorraine the Train up on her wall. It's a signed, autographed picture from Lorraine the Train herself. Yeah,
that's too good.
And right over your shoulder for good mojo.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Ding.
Just in case you need to know, she was
alike.
Always watching. And you can hear her coming a mile away because you hear the swishy of the swoosh. Oh, come on, Wendy. Wendy, we also love Zumba.
Come on, Wendy. We love Zumba.
Thanks again, Aaron, for joining us today. Where can people follow Parker Woodland? How can they support y'all? How can they see your stuff? Where can they buy your album? Tell us everything.
Thank you. Well, I just picked up a new run of Parker Woodland t-shirts today from Industry Print Shop, Go Local.
Yes.
So you can find all of our stuff at parkerwoodland.com. So from parkerwoodland.com, it will take you to our Bandcamp where you can buy the new EP and the Worlds on Fire EP. You can buy the shirts. We have stickers and buttons and fun stuff. And then you can find our socials. We like to keep it complicated. So Instagram and Facebook are at Parker Woodland Band, and Twitter is just at Parker Woodland. But if you go to parkerwoodland.com, it's all there for you.
It's all there.
One
a
stop
neat
shop.
little package.
Yeah.
And it's a really cool website, by the way.
It's
It's set up really well. So check it out.
Thank you. Eleanor
website
Earnhardt, who was someone on the team with me at the Y, we both were sent on from the Y at the same time. So I hired her to work on the website with me. Again, it's like wanting to support women and artists. And it was awesome because I wouldn't want to do it by myself.
Heck yes.
Teamwork.
Come on. Women supporting women.
That's right. Thank you for the chance to shout her out too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
gosh.
We'd love to see
Yeah.
it. And thanks so
We
much.
love
We
good
are
work.
about to record a little super exclusive podcast Patreon bonus. So if you want to see the rest of this interview, you're going to have to subscribe for as little as $1 a month. I know y'all spend $1 a month on dumber shit.
Do it. That's right.
And we're pretty dumb. So, it's going to be a good, entertaining hoorah either way. So go to CIMP.LIVE to subscribe and be able to see the rest of this interview. We'd like to thank Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, all the live streaming services that have been watching tonight. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for subscription. Thank you to our patrons who so lovingly support us. We really, again, I say it all the time, but it's absolutely impossible for us to do this without you. And similarly to that, it's impossible for Parker Woodland to continue to make more stuff for you if you guys don't support them financially. Please tip on Venmo and PayPal. Use the fist bump and the fire emoji so that they know it's real and that you listen to the show. And go
Ross
see them.
said that's right.
Ross
Do
is
it.
like, hell yeah, man, we're going to support. Oh, I should stop moving my neck this much.
Oh, I know. Sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I'm getting old and I slept on my neck weird last night, so I look sort of like Frankenstein moving around, bolted. But thanks again to Aaron for being here, and we hope your other bandmates are doing swell and fine. We will record this exclusive, and y'all have to see that later. So thanks, live stream. Bye, friends.
Thank you. Whoop, whoop.